Hi, good afternoon. I'd like to welcome you to Poem Praise 2. I do thank you for tuning in, and peace and blessings be upon you and your family this afternoon. Now, we are going to get right back into No Man Can A-Hinder Me. Right now, we're in chapter number 27, which is entitled 19 Years on Death Row. And it goes like this. The year was 1948. Despite the steady barrage of injustices heaped on me, I was determined to win respect from the white community for black folks by any means necessary. Somewhere earlier in my life, I was told that black people were not respected because they lacked education and financial stability. I had received an excellent education at Virginia State College, and I was returning to the insurance business to do my part in building $1 million black corporation. In addition, I joined the League for Nonviolent Civil Disobedience Against Segregation in the armed forces headed by A. Philip Randolph. Randolph also headed the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters Union, a labor group that fought for better working conditions for men who worked in the railroad system. The League petitioned President Harry Truman for Executive Order 9981, which would outlaw segregation in the military forces. Opposition was fierce in both houses of Congress, the military establishment, and in the white community. The usual racial arguments of mass morale problems and the doom of America as a world power prevailed. In late 1948, Truman finally gave in to intense pressure from the League and other civil rights groups and signed the executive order, which became effective in 1949. Senator McCarthy did not miss an opportunity to brand the League, the NAACP, other champions of racial justice, as communist-inspired. I also joined a desperate effort to save 7 young black men from electrocution in the alleged rape of a 30-year Martinsville, Virginia, white woman. The youngest of the accused was only 13 years old. The youths, called the Martinsville Seven, testified the arresting officers brutally beat a confession from them. Court records show that the defense attorney stood idly by as the judge and jury convicted and sentenced to death the 7, despite the alleged victim's testimony that she was unable to identify any of the youth because it was dark in the room where the alleged rape took place. During the trial, my brother Calvin and I led a motorcade from Philadelphia to Richmond which surrounded the Virginia government mansion to protest the verdict, citing reasonable doubt and cruel and unusual punishment. We had hoped the verdict would be reversed as it was in an earlier Scottsboro, Alabama rape of white women, charged against 9 innocent young black men, labeled the Scottsboro 9. Defense attorney Samuel Lebowitz, a brilliant, dedicated Jewish lawyer, successfully exposed the lie of the 2 white prostitutes who, to save themselves from prosecution and vagrancy charges, were willing to see 9 young black men die in the electric chair. It took 19 years of expensive legal efforts before the last young defendant was exonerated. My insurance business was accelerating, and I was about to win a trip to which had memorable consequences. That does complete chapter 27, entitled 19 Years on Death Row. So I would certainly like for you to be well, take care, and it be it thy will, I will speak with you again here on Poem Praise 2 for a preview of chapter 28, which is entitled Millionaire Faces Sheriff. So until then, later, y'all.